everybody, hello, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Annabella Sanctuary, and thank you for joining me again this week. And this week I have basically been combing through more things through the home and looking through cupboards and bags under beds and wardrobe space again, and just picking up anything that really looks like I've been looking at it more than 5 times, questioning whether I should keep it or not, or throw it away or give it to charity. And so those things, I've been picking them up and just deciding to let them go, because I keep questioning the same things over and over again, and I think that's an indication that actually I don't really want to keep those things and I need to let them go. And apart from that, I've been going through our main downstairs living spaces, and I have been trying to pick up any bits and pieces that really we don't need anymore. So there's electrical like things and games or anything like that that I know has been sitting there for a long time, and basically we've just decided to let them go because we just don't need them. So it's nice just to let those bits go that have just been hanging around the house and just not really been doing anything apart from getting in the way. So it's just been really nice to let those bits go. And I think overall the house and our living space in general is just feeling really just a lot more easygoing. It's just a lot more natural space to live in, and we're all feeling the benefits. I think we feel it without realising it because we adjust to these changes very quickly. Although my house is, you know, our home is still a little bit all over the place. You know, things are still finding their home and where they're going to go and live, and you know, we've got our arts and crafts bits that are like, you know, just a little bit everywhere, but that's okay. I don't mind that so much. It's really just knowing that the rest of the things that were in the way, like my little knick-knacky things and statues and ornaments and candle holders, which I had a massive collection of those, which I've reduced down to just having one downstairs and maybe one upstairs for the bathroom or something. And so it's just been getting rid of all those knick-knacky things that were just like filling my head with just all this stuff and all this messy clutter, basically. It was at the point where I had so many ornaments and things that I didn't really even notice the things that were out. I just didn't even see it anymore. It was just merged into this one big blob, you know, blobs of stuff everywhere, and it was just taking up so much room. And now the house has just got a lot more space. We can actually feel like we can move. Our heads feel like they can actually think and breathe and, you know, just relax, which has been really important to be able to achieve peace at home, as well as the peace that we find when we go out walking and, you know, going into onto the moors and or going to the beach. You know, we can actually find peace within the home as well. So it's like, you know, when we go to the beach and it's beautiful and it's just big stretches of wide spaces, or the moorlands, and it's just open and wide and spacious, and I feel free, like I can breathe and I can relax, and my head can really switch off from all the everyday clutter that goes on every day, and I can just let it go and let it fly like an eagle, like a bird, or swim like a fish in the ocean, and feel like I can really relax and just be at one and be peaceful. And I think it's just bringing that love of nature, of why I love and need it so much, and bringing it those qualities of nature of what is it, those elements I can take from that and bring it into my life, into my home, into my everyday way of life. So decluttering and getting rid of all the rubbish, which isn't, okay, rubbish, but it is a kind of litter in your house, having too many things that don't serve you, that you're not even bothered about at all anymore. So that is a kind of litter, and just picking all those things up and letting that go has cleared the air, the space. So it's been really beneficial for my anxiety that I have had, and you know, is an ongoing everyday thing that I have to take care of and make sure that I respect the things that I need, that I don't need, that my head can handle, and that I know that my head doesn't want to have to deal with, you know, unnecessarily. So, and it's not just for me, I think our whole family and the kids feel a lot more relaxed. They know that the house feels lighter, feels spacious, and it just feels happy, it just feels good. And you know, and I don't feel like I have to get up at the weekends first thing and start cleaning and, you know, worrying and feeling just totally anxious and like, my gosh, you know, but we've got to do this, we've got to do that, and you know, and feeling a bit moody and quite grumpy about it, and you know, just starting the day feeling really just stressed and you know, and it's just a miserable way to be, you know. And that's why I said I just don't want to be like that anymore. I just don't want to have to feel like that, and I don't have to feel like that. So what's the solution? I need a solution. So I found one, and I can't say exactly what it was that made me think this is how to do it, but I just did it quite naturally. I started to get cardboard boxes, and my husband started to put boxes and help me, you know, put boxes together. And I just started going around the house and filling boxes up. And I just said to myself, well, you know, maybe we're going to move soon, or maybe, you know, something's going to happen where, you know, we're going to have to be organised. It just gave me a push as well to clear the spaces, and I loved having the spaces clear like that, just having them, all that stuff removed. And now, like I watch now various other minimalism channels, to sort of, you know, it's really interesting. You learn a lot from these people who are doing some great YouTube channels out there. So, you know, I like watching the Minimal Mum, and I find her really inspiring and motivational. And you know, Josh Becker, he's quite interesting guy who comes out with some very, you know, interesting facts and things to think about, and makes you realise that actually, yeah, you know, this is a really good thing to be doing. It feels good. At the end of the day, it feels good, whether there's, you know, other channels or people doing it or not. But I think people that do it realise that actually it just feels good. It feels like a really good thing to do, and spending has reduced. My need and want to buy things and all that has just really, I don't even think about it. I don't think about what I want to buy, you know. I just think about what I want to get rid of and what I don't need. That's all I think about. So it's completely changed the way I think, the way I see life, and the things that make us happy. The things that I've realised is that having the things that you really need and knowing you have those things is what makes us happy, not having more and more and more things. And I think even, you know, the children realise that it's good to look after the things that you have, and they've wanted to organise their rooms more, which is really great. They like it organised, they like having it clean and tidy, and they feel more relaxed, and they really love what they realise what they have, and they look after the things that they have, and the things that are important, and all the other things that, you know, they're happy to give to children that may need it or want it, and that will play with things that they don't play with, or we give them, you know, to the school for, you know, the nursery children to have, or something. You know, you find a use for it, and somebody else really appreciates it and they really use it. So that's really great stuff. Just got rid of a key rack that we had at the entrance of the house where we put all our keys on. Quite a rustic looking, it is a rustic looking key rack that we had, and it just got so cluttered in the end, with not just keys but also sunglasses, just, and anything else that we could throw in there, and it just started to overflow. So what I've done is I've basically taken that away because it just looks too visually cluttered for me. So I'm taking that off, and I've just replaced it with a very simple little basket there. So I've moved the keys to a different key rack because we've got another one in the kitchen actually. So I've moved the keys onto there, and I've just put all our sunglasses, because we do love sunglasses, and we've got lots of sunglasses, so I've just put that all into a basket. So basically that's my update for this week, and I'm just going to carry on finishing off the loft space, because the loft has just got one more visit there, and it's going to come down, and we're going to go through those last bits, and Mark's been helping lots, getting stuff down for me because my foot has been injured, and yeah, it's still mending, and it's okay, it's just taking a long time, and you know, I find it hard to stop doing things and keeping still, so I have to find other ways to do what I want to do. But so anyway, we're going to do the loft. We're going to finish doing that. Mark's been taking bags to the charity shops and helping with that and dropping stuff off, and we're also just going to carry on just clearing out the garage and stuff like that, and we're just taking our time with it. You know, it's not a marathon, it's something we do when we have the time, and in the week we're really busy, but the weekends are really where we find a bit of time here and there just to do a few more bits, do a few more boxes, just fill up a few more bags, just organise a few more drawers or cupboards, and that's it. And the benefits are huge. I would advise it for anyone to just start getting rid of your clutter, get rid of the things in your living room that you've had enough of seeing, that get in the way. If you're constantly trying to find space on your surfaces and you don't have room to put your coffee cup down, or to put anything, you know, and the things that are on there are not functional and you're not even using them anyway, or it's just a pile of stuff that's been collected there over time, just get rid of it. Okay, everybody, take care. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to give me a little thumbs up if you like my videos, ring the notification bell, and also please subscribe to my channel, and we can get to spend a bit more time together, and I'll be doing a few more updates for you all. And I wish you all a really good day and a good weekend and a good week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.